every company under his name, going on strike to grieve me. I need to tell him I'm alive, and that I allow him to keep our businesses running.
There's a public phone at a gas station 5 minutes from here.
When we got to the public phone, I reached into my pockets. Empty. No coins. Ugh. So obviously, I did what any smart, resourceful person would do. I started crying loudly while staring directly at some random guy standing nearby. Maybe he'd take the hint and hand over some change. Carson, clearly confused, just watched, waiting for me to shut up. Oh, I never forget those who helped me. I remember a man once who lent me money when I was in need. And what did I do in return, you ask? I became his girlfriend for 3 hours. He died a few weeks later, and on his grave, he wrote, "I spent 30 years on this earth, but I only truly lived for 3 hours. Obviously, he meant the hours he spent with me. Just then, the guy I'd been staring at actually approached us, smirking. Before I could reply, Carson punched him straight in the face.
One punch and some kicking.
The guy stumbled back, wheezing. I quickly stepped between them before Carson actually killed him, and, more importantly, before the guy changed his mind about giving me money. I bent down, snatched the coins from his hand, and he ran off. I turned back to the phone, inserted the coins, and just stood there.
So?
Trying to remember my dad's number.
You don't know your own dad's phone number?
Well, the kidnappers took my phone, and someone didn't let me grab my bag, where, being the responsible person I am, I keep a notebook with all my important contacts. But no, thanks to your, "Oh, I'm a hero and we should get away fast from the danger," but here we are.
Ma'am.
Wait, I memorized it through a song I made. Hold on, I think it goes like this. ZZ Sack, my first grade crush. Ate glue for a snack, way too much. Z40, left him for N. Oh, what a fate. Stuck with Nate, whose stinky breath I hate. N49. Dumped him for a J. Jonathan. So sweet, so fine, with hair that shined. He stood for 5. 'Cause no number starts with J, obviously, but I liked him enough to have him in the song.
Ma'am, it's fine. I remember your father's number.
He dialed. The moment my dad picked up, I immediately started explaining everything, my voice shaking through my sobs. But then, his voice came through the line, and it sent a chill down my spine.
You need to disappear. Now.
And then, he hung up. We sat in the park, and I just stared off into space, completely lost in thought. Carson must have noticed, because he spoke up.
Ma'am, how about we...
Who does he think he is, being all secretive and mysterious? Oh, you need to disappear, now! What is this, Breaking Bad? Should I start cooking in an RV and going bald for dramatic effect? Does he think I have a plan for this? What am I supposed to do now? Is he ever gonna look for me? Should I try calling him again? How am I even stuck in all this?
Ma'am, we don't know anything for sure, but what I do know is that we need to lay low. We can't use any of our real documents. We need new IDs, passports, everything. I know a guy who can help.
Why are you doing all this for me? You could just leave me to figure it out on my own.
Ma'am, I used to be your bodyguard, and honestly, it wouldn't sit right with me to just leave you to an unknown fate.
He hesitated before continuing.
I have a suggestion. You might not like it, but it's the best option until we figure things out.
I narrowed my eyes. Oh no. What is it?
We need to get married.
Excuse me?
A married couple attracts no suspicion. It gives us a reason to live together, travel together, and stay under the radar. It's the safest cover.
Oh, I'm not confused anymore. Of course, you want to marry me. And how exactly are you going to introduce me? Meet my wife? Ma'am Meredith?
First, you won't be Meredith. You'll need a new name. Something cute. Maybe Sally or Emily.
FYI, my name means great ruler. It suits me perfectly, thank you very much. And if we're picking new names, I've already decided on yours. Apollos.
I think I'll stick with something normal.
Then, in a more serious tone, he explained why this was the best move.
If we're married, I'll be legally tied to you. That means if anything happens, I can step in without raising suspicions. You'll be safer that way.
After some debating, we finally settled on Sally for me and Adam for Carson. Carson reached out to his contact, who arranged everything for us, including fake IDs and papers. He even lent Carson some money to help us get on our feet. And just like that, I went from kidnapped heiress to Miss Sally Nobody in a single day. Sadly, I had to dye my natural red hair and wear lenses. I went with blonde and blue. Classic disguise chic. On our first day in this painfully boring neighborhood, a girl with wild hair came running straight toward us. She looked about my age, maybe younger, but definitely chaotically adorable.
OMG, you're so pretty. And your man, God, like straight out of a romantic movie. Girl. I'm Abby, by the way. And I'm about to be the best friend you ever had.
Oh, I don't like friends.
Me neither.
Then we should be friends.
Yeah, we already have something in common in the first 3 seconds of meeting. Imagine in 3 minutes.
Totally. I'm Sally. Want to come in for a cup of matcha?
Did you say matcha? 2 things in common? God, I love you.
I love you too. By the way, this is my husband Adam, but it's just a lavender marriage. We don't love each other. He's gay. He's like a sister to me.
Oh my God. So sweet of you to protect him like that. So sweet. Just like me. I'm sweet too. 3 things in common.
Just then, Carson grabbed my wrist and yanked me aside, his jaw tight.
Ma'am, what are you doing?
Well, she's going to notice we don't kiss or hug, and she'll get suspicious. That was me thinking ahead. Thank me later. Life was hard. I missed my family and my boyfriend. Carson wasn't bad, but things were always formal with him. He, of course, slept on the couch. He had loosened up a little, but he was still serious and boring. At least I had this girl Abby, wild enough to make up for it. Until one day, someone knocked on the door. Carson opened it, and there stood David. Without hesitation, Carson lunged forward, yanked him inside, and shut the door behind him, quickly scanning the area before locking it. Then, like a World War general interrogating a captured spy, he fired off questions.
How did you get in here? Did anyone see you? Did you tell anyone where you were going?
Hey, let the man breathe. I called him. I missed him.
Ma'am, what? Do you have any idea how dangerous that is? It's not just reckless, it's stupid.
Hey, don't talk to her like that. Show respect, bro.
Carson's entire face twitched. Then, without another word, he grabbed David by the collar and lifted him like he was a grocery bag.
How about you shut up and speak only when spoken to?
Hey, Carson, put him down. That's my boyfriend. He's fragile. He has feelings. Carson sighed, rubbing his face like he was trying to physically push the frustration away. He was equal parts furious and disappointed, and he took a moment to gather himself before speaking.
You bringing him here? Your boyfriend? To our house? We're married.
On freaking paper? Look, I appreciate everything you're doing for me. I really do. But I missed him. I've always had a boyfriend. I don't know how to function without one. And I trust David. So please, relax.
Yeah, man. Chill.
Carson shot David a glare so sharp, it could cut steel. Then, with a sudden jerk, he lunged forward, startling David so badly that he let out a pathetic yelp and sprinted behind me, grabbing my arm like I was a human shield. Carson allowed David to visit twice a week. Days passed, life grew more boring, and Carson grew more cautious. Ugh, Carson, I'm dying of boredom. I've counted all the ceiling cracks. Twice.
Ma'am, I told you to find a hobby.
Oh, I did. And lucky you, it involves us. We've been invited to a neighborhood dinner, a little welcome to the neighborhood thing. It's this Saturday. It'll be so cute. We'll blend in, meet people, and act like a normal couple.
We are not a normal couple.
Details. Just wear something nice, Apollos.
It's Adam, ma'am, and we're not going.
How dare you? Are you trying to make us look suspicious? If we don't go, people will think we're murderers. Or worse, antisocial. Carson sighed and muttered something under his breath. The backyard was decorated with fairy lights, the smell of barbecue filling the air. Families laughed, kids ran around, and we were stuck at the picnic table of doom. Across from us sat two suburban couple extraordinaires, the Sharps.
So, Adam and Sally, how'd you two meet?
I opened my mouth. Carson opened his mouth. And we said completely different things. Oh,
met through
it was fate.
mutual
Love at
friends.
first sight. He saw me in a coffee shop and boom, instant obsession. Silence. The Sharps exchanged a look.
Oh,
Ah, and how long have you been together?
4
1 year.
years. Another silence.
well, that's sweet. And how did he propose?
Oh, it was so romantic. A candlelit dinner, a rooftop view. He cried a little.
I did what?
Yes, you cried. You were overwhelmed by my beauty. You're just too emotionally stunted to remember, Mr. Cold Heart.
She's right. I was emotional. I mean, who wouldn't be? After all, she had spent years searching for me.
What?
You see, she once visited a psychic who told her she'd meet the love of her life, a man whose name starts with C. And from that moment on, she searched for me. Every cafe, every street, every parking lot. The moment she laid eyes on me, she said, "What was it again, darling?"
Nope. Nope. Not happening.
Yes, I knew it was you. I've seen you in my dreams. And then she begged, pleaded for me to give her a chance. She even showed me her phone background, a photo of me, which she had taken secretly. I know it sounds intense, but I felt sorry for her. So I thought, why not? I'll give this woman who has clearly devoted her life to me a chance. And here we are.
Wait, but you said the psychic told her true love's name would start with C, and yours begins with A.
I crossed my arms, turning to Carson with a slow, satisfied smirk.
Yeah, well, my middle name is Adam. My first name starts with C.
It's Caesar. Like Caesar salad. By the end of the night, I was sure they thought we were complete weirdos. But secretly, seeing this side of him was weirdly entertaining. Who knew Mr. Coldheart had a sense of humor? One day, Abby showed up for her usual visit. Lately, she had developed this charming habit of bringing all the ingredients and cooking at our house, which meant we got to enjoy food that was half burnt, half stiff, and entirely inedible. That day, David was with us. He took one bite, gagged, and immediately spit it out.
Ugh, oh man, this is so bad. Even a stray rat would refuse it. And if you made him eat it, he'd take you to court.
And just like that, all hell broke loose.
Look who's talking. Aren't you just a stray rat in designer shoes?
She launched at him like a wild animal. I tried to pull them apart, while Carson, of all things, just sat there looking amused. Would you, I don't know, help? Carson finally stood up, but instead of breaking up the fight immediately, he calmly reached for Abby and gently pulled her away. Dramatically, she clutched his chest.
Let a girl have her revenge.
David stormed out in anger. Later, Carson went to take a shower, and Abby plopped down next to me, still fuming. Then, out of nowhere,
Are you sure your husband's the gay one and not your boyfriend? Because, God, your husband's so manly. Oh, and the way he looks at you, and don't even try to deny that he has feelings for you.
he does?
You're either stupid or blind. Oh my God, am I just the supportive best friend in a K-drama? The one that spends the entire series cheering for the main character to follow her heart? I love that for me! I was born for this role.
Well, I am following my heart. I kind of love David.
We both know you're lying, and there's something you're hiding. But whatever for now. By the way, I like the color of your shirt. This shade of brown, so earthy.
Thanks. I fertilize it every day. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about what Abby had said. Why is Carson doing all this for me? Could it be love? Am I too stupid to see what's right in front of me? A few days later, Abby and I decided to clean the house, even though it was freezing and windy.
Girl, where did you even live before this? Your room stinks. Get yourself a mop and start cleaning.
I had no idea how to use a mop, so I just held it and started scrubbing the walls.
Are you painting the walls with a mop? What's wrong with you?
It's just a cleaning technique I invented.
Oh, and when exactly did you invent it?
Just now?
Oh, totally. In fact, mop therapy is a thing. Just strap it to your head and let it sponge up all your poor life choices.
And so I did. It's too cold and wet. Who even told you about this therapy?
Oh, I just invented it. Just now. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Who are you?